Alabama's controversial immigration law will take center stage in a federal courtroom tomorrow. The law has been called the toughest in the country by both supporters and opponents, and it's keeping a local immigration attorney very busy. Fox 10 News reporter April Douglas explains.
Alabama's crackdown on illegal immigrants will come under fire tomorrow in a federal courtroom. A judge will consider 3 lawsuits seeking to stop the new law from taking effect. The law is considered one of the toughest in the nation, and it's keeping immigration lawyer Rob Ratliff busy.
We've had a lot of calls from businesses just anxious to try and help their employees, try to preserve their business. I mean, we've talked to some business owners that are going to lose, almost all of their workforce.
Ratliff has been dealing in immigration law for about 15 years. He sees lots of headaches ahead if the law isn't changed. The law makes it a crime to give illegal immigrants a ride or rent property to them.
There's no real way for them to know what someone's immigration status is. I mean, obviously, if you've got a U.S. birth certificate, that's kind of a presumption that you're a citizen, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't revoked. It doesn't mean that you didn't renounce your citizenship.
Ratliff says determining a person's status is a lengthy process.
Sometimes when a client comes in, it takes me several hours to figure out exactly what their status is, because they'll have been here for decades with all kinds of filings back and forth, and you just don't know. It takes a long time.
Ratliff doesn't think the judge will rule from the bench, but he does think a decision will be handed down by September 1st. Until then, his office will field plenty of phone calls. In Mobile, April Douglas, Fox 10 News.
U.S. District Judge Sharon Blackburn will hear the case. Attorneys from the Southern Poverty Law Center and American Civil Liberties Union will argue against this new law.
Our concern is the number of illegal immigrants entering into the state and taking jobs away from the people of Alabama. I've told many people that this is actually probably the largest economic development job creation bill that the state of Alabama has ever passed.
Governor Robert Bentley signed the immigration law back in June. He called it the toughest in the country, and as you just heard, supporters say the law will help preserve jobs for Alabama residents. The question is, will it go into effect next week?